Hello, this is Anna Laura Brown of AnnaLauraBrown.com and host of the Autoimmune Rehab podcast at AutoimmuneRehab.com. And today I'd like to share with you 10 signs that you might have Hashimoto's. And I want to emphasize the might. This does not mean that because you have a lot of these warning signs that you do have Hashimoto's. These are just some warning signs that means that you want to dig a little bit deeper with your doctor and find out if you do in fact potentially have Hashimoto's. Okay, so the first sign is that your thyroid levels aren't normal. Now, it is possible for you to have abnormal thyroid levels and not have Hashimoto's and have a different autoimmune condition, or, just have a thyroid that's off. But if your labs are showing that your thyroid levels aren't normal, that is a warning sign that you may have Hashimoto's and you want to dig deeper to find out whether or not you have that. Number two is that you have difficulty sleeping. Now, obviously, there are a lot of different reasons why you might have a hard time sleeping. Just because you have a hard time sleeping, of course, doesn't mean you have thyroid issues or Hashimoto's. But if you do have a hard time sleeping and you can relate to a lot of these other warning signs, then you may have Hashimoto's. Number three, you have extra weight. Now, obviously, in this day and age, a lot of us have extra weight. A lot of us may struggle with that weight for a lot of different reasons. But especially if you have extra weight and you're really struggling to get it off and you've really done what you feel like you need to do to get it off, you exercise daily, you avoid sugar, you watch what you eat, all those different healthy things, and yet you're still not really releasing the weight, then you may have Hashimoto's. Number four is you have high stress. Say that Hashimoto's and a lot of autoimmune disorders are caused by or have at the root cause a lot of stress. So if you have a really high stress life, then you may possibly have Hashimoto's as well. Number five, you have another autoimmune condition. So they say that a lot of autoimmune conditions, it's not just random. You don't just have one. You may have two, three, sometimes in a really rare case, unfortunately, even many as four. And so if you have another autoimmune condition already and you relate to some of these other symptoms, then you very well may have Hashimoto's. Number six, you have a lot of allergies and food sensitivities. So this has a tendency to come with Hashimoto's and even some other autoimmune conditions as well. So, if there's a lot of foods you feel like you can't eat because they cause you digestive issues or rashes or other things, then you very well may have Hashimoto's, or I should add some other kind of autoimmune condition as well. Number seven, you are female. The percentage-wise of females who get Hashimoto's is much higher than males. I believe it's around 80% of the people diagnosed with Hashimoto's are female and only about 20% are male. Number nine, you have really bad PMS. So, PMS is one of those things that if you end up with a lot of really bad menstrual cramping, that kind of thing, then you very well likely could have Hashimoto's. Because as I've been learning over my journey to figure out how come I have really bad cramps and PMS issues, have discovered that, oh yeah, that's actually related to Hashimoto's and autoimmune. So that could be another warning sign as well. Then number 11, you have bad gut health. So, you have a lot of digestive issues. You've been told you have a bad gut. You really struggle to digest poorly a lot of things. Bad gut health is related to pretty much all autoimmune conditions, but Hashimoto's can be one of those. And last but not least, number 12, you have brain fog. So brain fog is also related to, other autoimmune conditions as well, but Hashimoto's and brain fog can go really well together as well. So let me go over these 10 things again. Thyroid levels aren't normal, you have difficulty sleeping, you have extra weight that you have really tried to get rid of and can't, you have high stress, you have another autoimmune condition, you have lots of allergies and food sensitivities, you're female, you have really bad PMS and menstrual cramping, you have bad gut health, and you have brain fog. So I hope you find this helpful in helping you to determine whether or not you need to dig deeper, do more labs, find out whether or not Hashimoto's is something that you have. And I would say if you have especially at least 4 or 5 of these, then you really definitely want to see what you can do to get a diagnosis and find out what's going on, because once you get that diagnosis, it will be a lot easier for you to get the kind of help you need. And once you've got that diagnosis, if you are overwhelmed and in need of a lot of help, I'm here for you. Reach out via autoimmunerehab.com at my podcast, or send me a message, comment. You can also find me on Instagram at Brown Anna Laura. So my last name's first and then my first name. So BROWN ANNALAURA, and I'll have some helpful links linked below with the description of this video as well. Take care, hope you're doing well, and have a great day.